Alright, so this is my new spoken word installment, and this poem came out of, I was out at I guess you'd call it just like a dinner party about, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and I got into a rather heated debate with the host of the house, who was ranting about racism in America today, and talking about how in reality racism is dead and that we should stop seeing color, and that he doesn't see color because he's reached a point of, enlightenment, and we have a black president, and on and on and on, and so we really should people should stop complaining, in other words, about racism in this country, because obviously it's all on a level playing field because Obama's the president. That was basically his point. Obviously I took issue to this and did my best to inform him of the opposite, but anyway, I wasn't quite as eloquent at the time as once I got home and had some time to sit down and pen down my spoken word response. So in as many words, this is my spoken word response to the idea of racism being dead in America, and it's called this poem is entitled White Privilege, and it's my response. So here goes. I don't see race, he says, the smugness dripping from his face. He continues in the same vein. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is anyway. We all have the right to vote and say what we need to say. Just shut up and let me get on with my day. He laughs and looks around to his friends for support. They nod their heads in agreement. None dare to retort. He turns and looks at me. I mean, don't you agree? You have got to see this the same as me. I mean, for fuck's sake, we have a black president. I rest my case. You don't get judged by the color of your face. Any other logic is dated, and the people who make that argument misstate it. So we come to it, I say, the part where I don't get asked back to stay. The white privilege of ignoring race reality, in all actuality, is the very causality of the privilege you claim does not exist. You think the theories you state are true, and what is worse, you believe them to be new. You feel right in your white privilege saying racism does not exist, but in reality, you're just a modern-day Willie Lynch, perpetuating the dehumanizing of the black family with your web of soft-spoken lies, hiding behind your upper-middle-class white liberal disguise. Now don't think I'm picking on you independently from all the rest. I'm not even saying that racist hatred is what fills your chest, but one fact you cannot escape. From womb to tomb, you are protected from living this debate. You get to bring it up at cocktail hour with your friends. After all, it feels nice in your bubble to pretend that racism is indeed dead. Meanwhile, Trayvon Martin and the 10 million victims of stop and frisk wait with their letter of redress. You have but to open your door and invite them in to see that your arrogance and white privilege is your sin. Without you taking a stand for what is right, the system shall always continue to favor white. Justice is not a line we cross. There will always be a war between the haves and the have-nots. Just find redemption in the struggle. Disown and disavow your bubble. Trust me, it's worth the trouble. I stop talking, and the room goes very quiet. Where once words streamed forth like a hungry torrent, now only silence remains, as if the inhabitants' vocabularies are on a diet. The truth, I say, is not polite to speak, but I for one know that my soul is mine alone to keep. There is no virtue in lies, and the honest but once dies, but the liar dies again and again as he turns his back to his soul and his friends. Still, I see no friendly faces here, so I shall not waste a moment more of my time. There is no need to get the door. I'll be just fine. Enjoy the privileged life you stole, thief. I clearly do not belong here in such privileged company, but as Pac said, who you are in life reflects the company you keep. That's my poem in response. It's my spoken word poem. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave comments and tell me what you think. Alright, have a good day, and until I see you next time, take care. Oh, and free Julian Assange. Always.